Well, guys, I think I found them. I think I found the mainstream media's marching orders as we head into the 2025 preseason. Those marching orders are Super Bowl window. This is the second time in about 3 days, 4 days, I can't remember exactly when I made the last video, that we are having to diagnose the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl window and whether or not the window is closing. Are the Chiefs out of time? Well, I have a response to this. I spent a little more time because I've had a little bit of time to ruminate on it since the last video that I made on this subject. I wanted to put together some names here. In an article titled 2025 NFL Free Agency 5 Teams That Could Be Hit Hardest This Offseason, including Cowboys and Eagles. This, by the way, not getting anywhere near enough attention. The Eagles and their free agent situation, etc. Subtitled Breaking Down the Teams Poised to Lose Notable Talent in the Coming Weeks from CBS Sports by Jordan Dejani. I misspelled that. It's got an A there. We get the following. The NFL offseason moves fast and furious, and we are quickly closing in on the first major event centered around player movement, free agency. The legal tampering period begins Monday, March 10th at noon Eastern Time, and the free agency signing period officially begins 2 days later on March 12th. At the start of the new league year, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, there are plenty of storylines to get excited about. What will the Cincinnati Bengals do with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Trey Hendrickson? Again, not played up anywhere near enough. This Trey Hendrickson point. Is Sam Darnold a lock to return to the Minnesota Vikings? Who will want Aaron Rodgers? What are the New England Patriots going to do with all of that projected money? As is the case every year, teams will lose talent while others will throw money around. It all starts next month. Which contenders will lose key pieces? Below, we'll take a look at the top 5 NFL teams that could be hit hardest in free agency for one reason or another. Let's begin with a team that has almost as much cap space as decisions to make. That was not the Kansas City Chiefs. I believe it was the Vikings. Number 4 is the Kansas City Chiefs, and the article states thus: I'm not trying to claim the Chiefs' Super Bowl window is closing. But they have some tough decisions to make this offseason. Not only does Pete Prisco consider Kansas City having 5 of the top 100 free agents hitting the market this month, but the Chiefs also have less than $8 million in available funds, according to Over the Cap. I wouldn't worry too much if the Chiefs have to again revamp their wide receiver core with DeAndre Hopkins, Marquise Brown, Justin Watson, and Juju Smith-Schuster looking for new deals. Where the concern comes in is with starters at other positions. Right guard Trey Smith has the potential to reset his respective market, and it doesn't appear he'll be tagged in any way. Linebacker Nick Bolton is an important piece of the defense who's expecting a pay raise, and the same can be said for safety Justin Reed. Then, on the defensive line, Tershawn Wharton is a free agent after he notched a career-high 6.5 sacks this past season. Veteran Mike Pennell is looking for a new deal, as are Josh Uche and Derek Nottie. Well, I bet they are looking for new deals, but retaining talents is just as important as some of the improvements Kansas City will look to make. Both objectives will not be easy. Neither objective will be easy. Anyway. Chiefs restricted, unrestricted free agents. It's quite a list, guys. There's some of these I keep forgetting are free agents. DeAndre Hopkins, Justin Reed, Charles Omenihu, Marquise Brown, Carson Wentz, Joshua Uche, Tershawn Wharton, DJ Humphries, Derek Nottie, Justin Watson, Samaje Perine, Nick Bolton, James Winchester, forgot he was a free agent, Mike Pennell, forgot he was a free agent, Juju Smith-Schuster, Kareem Hunt, McCole Hardman, Jody Fortson, Marlon Tuipulotu, and Matt Araiza, forgot that he was a free agent. The Chiefs will be maybe looking to sign a new punter. Now, I want to get into this portion of things because I think that this idea of the Super Bowl window is pretty overblown. When you think about it at the NFL level, what is a Super Bowl window? Well, I'll tell you what it's not. It's never actually more than 4 years. It is never actually more than 4 years because 4 years is the general length of a rookie contract. 4 years is kind of the norm for a contract for a veteran, 3-4 year deals. Not that many 5-year deals go on, not that many 2-year deals go on. Mainly, it is a 3 or 4 season stint, meaning that a Super Bowl window is a 3 to 4 year idea. What is a Super Bowl window? Never more than 3 or 4 years. Let me get into this. Patrick Mahomes is signed through 2030. That's more than 3 or 4 years. Even from now, it's 5 more seasons. Rashee Rice has 2 years left on his rookie deal. Xavier Worthy has 4 seasons left on his rookie deal. George Karlaftis and Trent McDuffie, as they were first rounders, both have 2 more seasons left on their rookie deals. They will probably both be signed to a 5th-year extension, so long as that is something they are willing to do and something for which the Kansas City Chiefs have the cap space. Creed Humphrey just signed his extension. He has 4 years left on this deal. Jaden Hicks just had his rookie season. Maybe you're not on the same side as me. I believe Jaden Hicks is likely to be an absolute megastar after some of the things that we saw during his rookie season. I am very much a believer in Jaden Hicks, and there are 3 seasons left for him to do that on his rookie deal. One name I forgot to put on this list because I'm not quite sure if he sees the contract out. Chris Jones has 4 seasons left on his deal. So if we throw Chris Jones into this mix, we count him as well. That is Patrick Mahomes, Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, George Karlaftis, Trent McDuffie, Creed Humphrey, Jaden Hicks, and Chris Jones, 8 players who are here for some length of time, right? The shortest window on here, Rashee Rice, George Karlaftis, and Trent McDuffie with 2 years left. That is the shortest amount of time there. Still, it's 2 more seasons. If a Super Bowl window is never officially more than 3 seasons or 4 seasons, you're looking at half of a window still open with those 3 players in mind. I'm going to read you another list of names. Another list of names obviously you will recognize, but you're not going to know why I'm reading them. Some of you will know why I'm reading them. Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, Derek Nottie, Chris Jones, Frank Clark. That's it. Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, Derek Nottie, Frank Clark, Chris Jones. 5 names. This was 8 names here, right? This list of names that we have here, not including whoever it is that the Kansas City Chiefs may or may not draft in this upcoming draft. I happen to think that with the proven track record of one Brett Veach having a first rounder, a second rounder, and 2 third rounders, you're going to find a couple of starters there. Again, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, Derek Nottie, Frank Clark, Chris Jones. Those guys were all starters on the 2019 Super Bowl team against the 49ers. Those 5 guys also started against the Eagles in 2023. 5 guys. That's it. 4 years apart. 5 guys, 4 years apart, the only starters that were on the field for both of those Super Bowls. 5. We have 8 here through 2 seasons. We have 6 here through at least, or 5 here through at least 3 seasons. The Super Bowl window for the Kansas City Chiefs. What a strange way to understand the greatness, the dynasty on the field in front of you. The Super Bowl window being closing. So long as Patrick Mahomes is laced up on those sidelines, there's no Super Bowl window going to close. But when you look at this list of names, and you are forced in to defining Super Bowl window. If you're going to use that term, I say you should have to define it. I say you should have to take in the regulars and norms of the NFL. Never really will you see a quote-unquote Super Bowl window that sees a 5th season because of roster churn. You just don't know what that team's going to look like. Here with these Kansas City Chiefs, we have seen iterations of this team. Okay, so let's look at that. Kelce, Mahomes, Noddy, Chris Jones. Those are the only 4 names to have seen the Super Bowl in 2019 and started here in 2024, the 2024 Super Bowl. Actually, in the 2025 calendar year, I understand, but please don't make me do the basketball thing where we have to refer to NFL seasons as 2024, 2025, 2025, 2026, 2026, 2027. I'm not doing it. It's the 2024 season. 4 players, 4 starters from that original Super Bowl. Do we not believe that the Kansas City Chiefs will absolutely reload their roster at some point along the way? Do we not believe that the Kansas City Chiefs will figure out, get over the speed bump of the salary cap, I won't call it hell, the salary cap inquisition in which they find themselves? Do we really think they won't? Do we really think that Brett Veach et al. In that front office is not going to figure this out? Even if it means perhaps 2025 being a bit of a lean year in order to get some of, for example, Patrick Mahomes' money knocked out on that contract. What do we think happened? I think personally at this point, with what we've seen, with what I've said for a while now, Travis Kelce is likely to return for the 2025 season. I think he's likely to retire after that season. At that point, look, I've gone over the numbers on the channel before. Travis Kelce might make a lot of money. Travis Kelce's productivity might be falling off. The money-to-productivity ratio that Travis Kelce provides, even at this advanced stage in his career, is a lot better than almost all of the tight ends in the NFL. Super Bowl, not included. There are clips from that Super Bowl still floating around Twitter that still get me angry, I must admit. But play for play, snap for snap, season for season, Travis Kelce is giving you value at the tight end position. Not a great blocker. He's a get-in-the-wayer. That's fine. You don't need him blowing someone up the way that George Kittle does and then missing 6 weeks of the season. It's just true. You want him on the field where he's drawing double coverage. That's going to help Xavier Worthy. That's going to help Rashee Rice. That's going to help whatever wide receiver the Kansas City Chiefs decide to draft in this draft. I put out a video this morning about the top 15 wide receivers in this draft, at least as I see them right now. So be sure to check that out. The Super Bowl window for the Kansas City Chiefs is closing. I think that is a bit of a stretch. That's all I have for this video. If you like or appreciate what it is that I do here, hitting the like button really does help me out, as it tells YouTube to share this video with other Kansas City Chiefs fans. If you find yourself here by chance but not design, the Chiefs are the only thing I talk about on this channel, dropping multiple videos every single week, and I hope to have you back for the next one.